guys, for today's video, we're doing Squishy Makeover episode 7. I've actually done 6 other Squishy Makeover episodes. Because I get this question every single video, yes, I have a PO box, and yes, you can send me squishies. It's in the description of the video. If you'd like to send something, you can do that. Moriah Elizabeth is, of course, the queen of Squishy Makeovers, and of course, my series is inspired by Moriah. Moriah has been so nice to me and just so supportive of my channel. Let's get started with the 3 squishies that I have for this Squishy Makeover. So I have this cat in a cup, this donut, and this mermaid. Okay, so we've got this cat in a cup with this terrifying face and eyes. It reminds me of a scarecrow? Huh. It also has these very large and strangely placed paws. And to make it even weirder, it has these pink balls around the whole cup. I don't know what this is. It's very confusing. What are you and what should you become? As far as squish value goes, I'd give it like a 5 or a 6. It's kind of hard to press. The first step in this makeover process is sanding, of course. You gotta give it a good sand or the paint won't stick. New product alert. I tried this Imagine 8 white matte paint and it worked the same way that tulip white paint works, so that's cool. A couple coats later and we're all prepped and ready for colors. Except I made a miscalculation. I, of course, had to pluck each individual toe from this cat, you sicko. I then began the long and terrible journey of filling in the holes that I had just plucked. Layers and layers and layers of green paint, and I was finally at a point where I felt like it was smooth enough. So I covered that with white paint once again. Okay, let's talk about my idea for this. So, because this is a cat in a cup, and because last Squishy Makeover I did a mouse in a cup, Chip, I thought, let's do them as like a pair. So I thought a cat and a mouse.
This is perfect.
The cat can be mint chocolate chip ice cream. They're both in a cup. Clearly they're soulmates. Yep, clear as day. However, as I started painting this, I realized that this cat is actually supposed to be a tart, like a berry tart. So instead, I went with a blueberry tart theme, and I'm hoping that the cat and mouse will still go together. They're clearly meant to be together. They're sitting in cups, guys. I can't emphasize that enough. I do realize this has the potential to look like blood, but I'm an optimist in nature, and I'm choosing to believe that it is indeed strawberry sauce. I filled in both of the hearts on the ears, one with the lighter pinkish color and one with the purple color. And now she's ready to receive her toes once again. Yep, you heard me right. I took out my tacky glue and the toes I had plucked from her body, and now I decided to glue them to the top of her head. Gross. So I took some white puffy paint and covered that all up, let it dry, and then I filled in some of the circles with the berry colors. I hated this. I thought it looked like just like pustules or something, I don't know. So I covered it up with more white and just made the whole thing
Whipped cream.
I liked this much better, and it was time to move on to the eyes. So I took out a pencil and sketched out the kind of eyes that I wanted. Because this is a cat, I decided to go for a very exaggerated winged eyeliner cat eye type of look. So wish me luck when I start doing the makeup. You can see I filled in the whites of the eyes, and while that was drying, I filled in the nose and the mouth with black. And then I started on the winged eyeliner. I was actually very afraid to do this because it's very hard to make winged eyeliner match on your face, let alone on a squishy. I was nervous, but actually it turned out much better than I thought. It was actually easier than I thought. I decided to make the pupils look more like a cat's pupils. One eye is pink and the other eye is purple. No, I could not just choose one color. Thank you for asking. After that, I added some glimmers to the eyes, and I'm not sure if these eyes are creepy or if they're cute. You guys let me know. I literally can't tell anymore. I feel like they might be creepy, but they also might be cute. This is the before, and this is the after, and here she is meeting Chip for the first time. Now, they may hate each other, or they may be playing a game of cat and mouse, guys. So, it's hard to tell. More to come on this story. Up next, we've got this mermaid. It looks kind of creepy, to be honest. Something's not right about the face. As far as squish value goes, I'm gonna have to give this like a 1. It's very hard to press. And it's honestly just not squishy at all. I'm sanding down the face, and I realized that she ripped her pants. Embarrassing.
Get it together.
She did have quite a few seams, so I did trim those off. I gave her a nice white base coat, and she's ready for her makeover. But first, let me show you my disastrous paints. They dried out in this container. It was actually kind of fun to play with the dried out paints, but I did have to purchase some more fabric paint. Grand reveal, and it did not open, so I had to open it again. Alright guys.
Get out of the box, come on.
And here they are. I'm choosing red, yellow, and blue for these first colors because I'm going to be mixing together a skin tone for our beautiful mermaid. And this is the color I ended up with. Ooh, yes. Ah, delicious. And now we're finally ready for the makeover. So I'm painting her skin. I did several coats of this until she was finally ready for her hair. I know what you're thinking. That's very bright. Oh my goodness, please tell me you did not paint her hair this bright color, this bright green. And no, I did. I made a mistake.
Oops.
And I did eventually decide to change it because the more I looked at it, I started to realize that it looked like an Oompa Loompa. What? You heard me, an Oompa Loompa from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. I painted her tail purple, and I'm looking at this, and I'm going, no, that looks like an Oompa Loompa. I painted her shells, and I said, nope, her hair looks like an Oompa Loompa. I have to fix it. So I painted it aquamarine, and honestly, that fixed it for me. It looks so much better now. I love it like this. Yes. I have one question. How in the world are her shells staying on her? I had to add straps. I'm sorry, it didn't make any sense. Physically made no sense. We need straps to keep a bathing suit on. Physics is important, even on squishies. Anyway, I added some yellow to the bottom of her fin, as well as green to the belt of her mermaid tail. I fixed some details, and now we're ready for her eyes. Did a little bit too much of a close-up. Oh my god! On her face. I added a purple headband to her hair, and then I started on the eyes. So I did winged eyeliner here, and as I was doing it, it started to look weird. And I realized that is because she has no eyelids. Look at her, no eyelids. So I went back and I added some purple eyeshadow. And it's still kind of, I don't know, it just looks weird, but it was starting to get to the point where I thought it might be too chunky if I went over it again. While I was contemplating this, I added her lipstick and touched up any mistakes I made. I added some green eyebrows, and I decided that her eyes were good enough. Here she is swimming around like her mermaid self, and I have actually decided to name this mermaid Marina. My name is Marissa, and my sister's name is Alina, so our names mixed together is Marina. And of course, a marina is a water term, so I thought it would be great for a mermaid. I don't know, what do you guys think? Do you like her eyes? I'm not sure if these kind of eyes are creepy or not. I'm leaning towards no. I would understand if you thought they were creepy. Up next, we have a donut, spinning it on my finger. 10 out of 10 on the squish value, extremely squishy. Mwah! Magnificat. I sanded down the squishy before I did anything and then added a white base coat. I personally thought this donut was just colored weird. The orange part of the donut was not correct, so I made it a tan color. It's a little light here, I did darken it up. I was going for like a realistic donut. I was actually inspired because I got Valentine's Day donuts that were, ooh, yes, strawberry, yes, yes. Yes, strawberry frosted donuts. I got one that had strawberry frosting and sprinkles, and I decided to make mine similar. So I chose white, red, and purple for the sprinkles, and by the end, I was very satisfied. I love this against the pink backdrop. I think it looks so cute, and I would love to have a donut that looked like this in real life. So this is the before, and this is the after, and I do have actually one more bonus squishy for this video. So I have a bunch of squishies that are just like very small, sometimes dessert themed, and I haven't given them a makeover because they're so small, but since I had extra time, I chose this bread to give a makeover to. Meep. I sanded this small squishy, I gave it a white base coat. I decided to turn this tiny piece of bread into something called a rainbow cookie. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of that. It's an Italian cookie. It's my brother's favorite dessert, and it's also Will's favorite dessert. It has chocolate on the outside and this like
almond
kind of flavor. I'm not too big of a fan of it, but I do like the design of it. I think it looks very pretty, and this is what it turned out looking like. Thank you so much for watching my 7th Squishy Makeover. I had so much fun doing all of these, and I really hope you guys like the results as much as I do. Check out my other Squishy Makeover videos by clicking the box on the bottom left. Otherwise, I'll see you guys next Sunday for another video. Bye!